And to be live, we're live. It hooked right up. Look at that. I'm just getting into the comments, guys, because I want to interact with you guys. Turning that down because I don't want to hear myself yapping into my ear. Firebird Danny just commented on something. Maybe we'll see him here tonight. Getting the flying DeLorean to hover again. I just had it hovering and then it got bumped, and sometimes she's stubborn. There we go. Okay, so we got. I'm gonna wait till people come in. How many people we got here? Actually, you know what? It's friggin' private. Is it private, guys? And it is private, and nobody told me. Okay, so guys, are you paying attention or on there, or do you see me? Yeah. I wish I had known that. Can you guys go in the comments and explain what's going on, and then I'll be right in case. Great. Great. How the fuck do I edit it to? Okay, here we go. Public. Okay, ready, guys. Okay. Now it should be public. Can you guys see? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. And it's weird because I'm showing nobody here. It might take a second to come in. What happened was I had everything set up and then I was on here and it was private. Nobody told me. Sorry about that, guys, if you were on there waiting for me for a minute. Just gonna I'm not gonna refresh this. Okay, people are showing up here now. Now I got people. I got two people in here. Craig Jones and Avery. Hello, Craig. Glenn, I see Glenn there now. Just gonna wait for a few people to come. We got a new release to have a chat about. Couple new releases we could chat about actually. And we got a couple cars I'm gonna open, and I got a couple 118 cars to open, not on the live stream, but we do got a couple cars to unbox in video. But these little guys here, a lot of people are curious about them. They're 1 of 24 scale. Why don't more people collect these? Because you could save the space and, they still don't look bad. So we're going to open them and have a look at them, see what they have to offer. Are they as good as the 1 of 18 scales and just smaller? We're going to have a look. So we're going to wait till a few people come. We're going to talk new releases. We're going to get into that. I'll show you guys what I got from the States today. Well, not what I got, because I can't go over there. What my friends brought me. We got 8 people in here so far. Hello all. I'm going to check the comments again. Just waiting for a few people to come in, and then we're going to get the ball rolling here, guys. Check the comments. Where is it? I'm lost. Okay. Here I am. Oh, well, what happens, Avery, is I started on private. That way I can kind of set up and everything and test it, make sure everything looks good. And then sometimes it's not my fault, but I forget to put it back. It is my fault, but I forget to put it back. And then I click live. But that's when my 2 friends that are on the main floor are supposed to be like, oh, well, you're not live, instead of letting me sit here and talk. It's all good. They probably weren't paying attention, just like I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you ordered the Back to the Future Toyota truck, Kevin. You are not going to be disappointed. By the way, I'm going to see if I could get you a view of it. I'll have to move. Guys, it might get shaky. I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit, but I think it looks great. I want to show you guys. I actually set up the truck in my Berkey cabinet, and I think it looks great. I got the license plate behind it. I'm hoping you guys can see it. Can you see it? I think you can. I hope you can. It's on the top shelf. It's got the out of time license plate behind it. By the way, guys, those novelty license plates, the ones that are actually pressed out, not the flat ones, the ones that are actually embossed, those will fit perfectly in a burpee cabinet behind a car. So it makes a perfect background. So behind that truck, as you see, I have the license plate that says out of time right behind it. I know it's not the proper plate for the truck, it just looks cool. Before that plate was behind the Super Elite. So somebody commented on my Facebook today about that, about they were thinking, I said, well, they fit perfectly in a burpee cabinet. Good evening, Terrence, my friend. Oh, Max is in the house. Oh, good. Thank you for letting me know, Kevin, that you guys seen it. Retro, are you ordering which DeLorean? The okay, I'm gonna talk about that actually, the pre-order one. Okay, so first thing to talk about, guys, and I'm gonna unbox a couple cars just to check out some smaller scale. Well, not smaller scale, they're 1 of 24 scale, but not what we're used to. We do have a couple 1 of 18 cars to unbox, but we are saving those for our video. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow and maybe a video the day after. Update about our ramen racer. It's supposed to hit the destination port on the 29th, which is Tuesday, actually. So hopefully the destination port is in Toronto and not Vancouver. Yeah, so hopefully those will be here soon. Just giving it a second here, and then we're going to talk about that new one. Oh, awesome. Hemi Nate made it home. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I knew which one you were talking about, Avery. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about is Dale, who's a viewer. He might be on here now, he might not. He's usually around. But Dale K, he is really good with staying on top of new release stuff. He just is. When something's coming out down the pipe, he usually knows about it. He's one of those guys. He messaged me. We missed it, guys, because I was sleeping from work. But Dale messaged me, and there was a release I didn't know about. It's kind of similar. If you guys remember, it's the same idea. I sold Glenn. It's a little cardboard. It looks like Doc Brown's panel truck. The back opens and a little metal DeLorean come out. Jada Toys did it, and they're numbered and everything. 1,985 of them are made, which I think is a cool number. Well, Jada Toys did one that's just like this. Okay, it doesn't hover, obviously, guys. But as you guys know, I built this from a Jada Back to the Future to DeLorean, 1 of 24 scale, that goes into hover mode, lights up, all that, right? It's a Jada Toys. So think of this, but in chrome. It lights up, everything still opens, but it's got a chrome finish and numbered to 1,985 made. That's the part that got my attention. It comes in a cool box. Problem is, they already sold out. They sold out with a shipping date of September 2025. Apparently, they were $50 plus tax, shipping, all that. And that was right from Jada Toys, that price, by the way. I'm going by Jada Toys because I didn't realize you could buy pre-orders right from Jada Toys. Now we know. We're learning more about this pre-order stuff. But yeah, it is one that I would buy, not because it's awesomely detailed, because as you know, they're kind of entry level compared to our Hot Wheels Elite, stuff like that, DeLorean. The reason I'm buying that is not because it's screen accurate, because obviously the DeLorean was not chrome, right? If I'm buying that, I'm buying it for two reasons. I'm buying it because it looks darn cool in the chrome, because it does. If you go to my community YouTube post, you could look at, I posted pictures for you guys. And I'm buying it for that number, because there's only 1,985 of them made. I'm buying for that limited edition number, okay? And I thought the price was reasonable too, because you know darn well something anniversary like that, even though it's not super detailed, by the time it hits the secondary market, what's going to happen? Brought a couple things to show you guys before we start opening stuff. I'm just checking comments to make sure that I do not ignore any. Firebird Danny came. Oh, you know what, Danny? That's my fault. It's because when I set it up, I had put it on private at first, and when I went to go live, I forgot to go unprivate and go live. So I was sitting here talking to myself. So sorry about that, buddy. Kevin, let me know what you think when you get it, but I was thrilled with that truck. Thrilled with it. The Johnny Lightning 164 is getting hard to get. Yeah. I love the Johnny Lightning 164, the older TV cars, the older ones you get on card. I have a few of them myself. They did one of the best I think the best one of 64 vanishing point is that older Johnny Lightning on the bigger card. I used to have one actually. I think Glenn got mine. Yeah, those are my favorite one of 64 movie card actually. So to show you guys a couple cool things actually, when we were over at Giuliano's, he has the whole collection of boulevards on the wall, and he's got the older ones, and some of the older ones are money. Like they've got a red Ferrari that's money. They've got a Fiero that's money. They've got a truck they've got a few different ones. This one here is one that I used to own. You guys will appreciate why. It says out of time on the bottom of the card. Now, it's not done like the time machine, but you could see the nod to Back to the Future, right? Like it doesn't have anything fancy, but it's on that older Boulevard card that they stopped making. 2011. Some of these fetch money, these older Boulevards, guys. If you got them, check into what you got. So today, Glenn and Dave went to the States. You guys know I can't travel over there. So when I have friends go over there, they hook me up. And when they left, Glenn said to me, if we see any of those 7-Eleven Supras, would you like one? And I said, sure. Now, the story about these guys is we know the Supra, right? It's an awesome car, but it was really put on the map by Fast and Furious. I'll take it out of the protector for you guys. Fast and Furious, Brian's orange Supra really put it on the map. You could actually see it perfectly over my shoulder here. Right there, that guy. So this guy here, I don't collect smaller scale anymore, guys, but the reason I like this is because they're exclusive to 7-Eleven in the States, okay? So we didn't get them in Canada. So anything that doesn't come here has a little bit extra trading power, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it goes to that limited. Over there, there's probably tons. Well, not tons. Apparently Dave and Glenn, they had to go to 2 different 7-Elevens. It's actually well done. You could see the headlights and stuff like that. The headlights are tampos, but I think it's cool. On the back, it actually says 7-Eleven on the back. But this is one of those things that they make exclusive to one country, and then everybody else has to friggin' track it down. But whatever. We got it anyway. Back into the protector. People are selling these right now, guys. The average is $20 each. We seen one guy selling them, trying to sell them for 30 each, and then there was one guy selling them for 15 each. These guys, always best to shop around because there's no I say it's like the Wild West, that secondary market. So what I thought we can get into today, guys, is these guys here. Greenlight Collectibles. You guys know I have a few 1 of 18 scale Greenlight Collectibles. In fact, Bigfoot and the Fall Guy truck are a couple of my best ones. They knocked it out of the park with both of them, okay? So they do well with some of these movie cars. I'm a fan of some of the stuff Greenlight does. But I wonder, could we get into these as a space saver, and do they offer everything that we get with what we collect in our 1 of 18 scales? So I figure we're going to have a look at one. Glenn's got two of them, actually. Glenn's got a couple that are open. He's got this Starsky and Hutch. He's got a Smokey and the Bandit. Both are open. So we're going to have a look at these and see what they have to offer us, and see what opens on it, and see how that engine looks, and see how that interior looks. I think one of these guys, not one of these ones, but I think a 1 of 24 scale Greenlight movie car was one of my first unboxings, I believe. And I believe it was one of those unboxings where I was like, oh, well, I don't open anything, guys, but here's the new Rocky car. I believe it was the car from Rocky that they did, the Trans Am. And I don't think I even opened it. It's that old of a video, guys. Unboxings where you don't unbox. Crazy. So far, it just looks like a mini version of the big Greenlight. One thing I do love about Greenlight, guys, is they're one of the companies that got away from being screwed onto a tray. These are meant to be taken in and out of the box. Very easy to do so. Not unscrewing anything. No straps damaging anything. And is this going to be, I'm just checking, because remember with Artisan, guys, if it says, or anything Greenlight, if it says limited edition here, it really is limited edition. It's going to be one of those ones that you don't see plastered all over Marketplace, and that's why. So it feels weird holding this, guys, because it's so small to me. So, guys, I'll wait till you guys. This is interesting. So it is numbered, okay? It is numbered, and that is one cool number, guys. Wow. Make sure it's up the right way. Okay, that is one cool number, guys. So if you guys cannot see, that is number 89. Number 0089. Okay, that's a decently low number. So what I'm curious about, guys, because I honestly do not remember what opens on it. So we're going to start at the back. Trunk. Looking at it, it doesn't look like it's going to open. It does not open. Okay, trunk does not open. I have a feeling the doors are going to open because of the way they were in the tray. Okay, the doors do open. Opening doors. And it's actually not badly detailed, okay? Next video, I got some pictures to show you. Actually, Nate went to a cool car show today, and he met Hector from Fast and the Furious. So I got some pictures to show you guys next video. So the detailing inside is not bad. Trunk does not open, which is odd for Greenlight. For our older Ertl muscle car, or our older Ertl movie cars, this is a normal thing that trunks don't open. We're used to that. Greenlight, we're not used to it. So I am wondering, is the hood going to open? Okay. And the antenna just fell off, but luckily it just plugs in. The hood does not open. They at least made it look so it appears that it can open, but the hood does not open. So I tell people these are more of like an entry level. Like if I had a son that was getting into collection age, I think I would be steering him towards these. And then if he enjoyed these for a while, looking into the bigger, more expensive fish. They're decent. The inside of them, like they got the siren cord, everything for the siren for the light on top and that. Definitely decent. You know, one mistake Ertl made for the Starsky and Hutch car, guys. You know, I picked the Ertl. I love the Ertl. It's old school. Can you see it over my shoulder? You can. It's old school, okay? I picked that over the Artisan, over the Greenlight. One mistake that Ertl made that Greenlight did not make that kind of drives me nuts because it's a pretty big mistake, guys. Actually, I'll show you. This is on the Starsky and Hutch car. I'm going to check the comments in a sec, guys. I'm not ignoring any of you. I will check the comments. So, one mistake that Ertl made that Greenlight did not make on this car, and it's a big mistake, it's a big one, is, okay, so see the Ford right here on the front of the car? It says Ford. See the placement of the Ford? It's kind of flush across the front of it. Now, look at the placement of this Ford. And this is not just on my car, guys. This is on every Starsky car. And it's not just the Starsky cars that got the treatment. My non-Starsky, you know, my black chrome Chase, it looks just like this, but it's a black chrome Chase and it's not a cop car, not a Starsky car. That one there, same thing, okay? I will add with the older Ertl, Starsky, and Hutch cars, if you get one with paint rash, it's one of those ones I think all of them got it to some degree, like the Smoky and the Bandit. So if you do get one of these, it's got paint rash, don't fret, because I think they all got it to some degree. It was one of those cars. But that placement of that Ford drives me nuts. That's one thing that Greenlight did not make that mistake. So yeah, I think that they're decent entry-level cars. We do have another one to get into, though. We're going to see if this one's just a one-off or if they are all like this. Or if maybe the hood opens on this other one here. Who knows? So this here, if you guys remember me talk, first I'm going to check the comments. I don't want to ignore anybody. Yeah, the Supra is nice, Nate, actually. I actually like the Supra. I need Mary's truck. The Bandit also thinking to get. Yeah, the Bandit's nice. I have the Artisan. And you know what I'm going to mention, because you just mentioned Greenlight with Toys R Us, Nate, because I just, Will and Glenn are upstairs. I just told Will this earlier. So you guys remember when I started out, I was collecting these before one of 18s. They're the one of 24 Greenlights, okay? Problem with trying to collect them as a collector is Toys R Us got very few of this scale, okay? Maybe once every couple months they get a box of them, and I'm talking a box, 4 cars, guys, okay? And for some reason, if my Toys R Us on Centennial got 18 vans, Nate's Toys R Us just down the road is going to get Smokey and the Bandit. Like, they never got a mixed lot of them. Like, the Toys R Us, if it was going to get the 18 van, it was all 18 vans. All Starskys. You know what I mean? Like, it was weird how they distributed them. So, usually, every time we got reloaded, they were 18 vans too. One of 24 scale ones. Weird how they distributed them to Toys R Us. And not very often. And the scale below this, I got the Greenlights, the next scale down. I got those once or twice. I got the bullet ones, and I was at the one that's in Oakville which is a rich demographic. They're loaded to the tits with good stuff. And they don't get those very rare. Like you got to go to the States to get those almost. And I found those. So we're going to get into this, guys. If you remember, I didn't collect the regular ones, though. I had to have the chases, okay? Now, that is a green light chase, green machine, greenie, however you want to call it. Until one day I was getting more serious about my details and stuff. And I said, green tires, Neil? Really? You know what I mean? So I got rid of this with the green tires. I had Eleanor that had a green body, like a nice anodized green body to show it was a green machine. Got rid of the whole lot of them and started collecting the bigger guys, the 1/18s. But the cool thing about these, like I said, it's the limited thing. If you're going to collect this with those hideous green tires, it's not because it's pretty or because it's screen accurate. It's because you got to chase something that's limited. And you know what, guys? This one says limited edition on the box, and the other one does not. Actually, it does. Okay. They both do say limited edition. I was going to say interesting. This one is open, but the tape got restuck. So I will gently. Sorry, Avery. Earlier, I don't know if I answered your question. You asked if I was going to get the Chrome Jada DeLorean. If I did not miss it, no fault of Dale, because Dale was trying to wake my ass up, messaging me to try to, well, not wake me up. He was trying to get the word to me. He didn't know I was sleeping. But if I would have known, I would have ordered one just because it looks cool and it's a limited number. So if you could find one for a decent price, I don't think it's bad that you got one. Just keep in mind they were $50. So if you come to me and say you paid $150, I'm gonna be like, Avery, why did you pay $150 for that? Expect to pay some markup. Just I wouldn't go crazy with it. It's not we're not talking a silver screen General Lee here. So hard to come out. Give me a hard time. Okay. So we got Smokey and the Bandit 2. Oddly, Greenlight did Bandit 2. If you remember, the car that Dave got signed, it's 1/18 scale. It's Greenlight. He got it signed by Burt Reynolds. That's a Bandit 2 as well. Not that I mind Bandit 2. You guys know me. I would just rather if it was Bandit 1. I'm more of the original type guy. But this is Bandit 2. And actually, other than the green tires, I like the look of it, believe it or not. I think if this was in 1/18 scale, it would look good. That looks weird with green tires, though. So you guys can see with what I collect now why I lost interest in the green tires. But it looks good. Like if it didn't have green tires, had regular tires, I think I could snap some pretty killer pictures with that. Says Bandit still on the door. I forgot to show you guys. They also grabbed me these in the States. The States has the best junk food on the planet. They grabbed me those. I can't wait to try them. Andy caps. I heard good things about them. Okay, so we're going to start up the trunk. Doesn't open. Funny thing is, the Ertl one upstairs that I hooked Glenn up with, the original early 80s Ertl, Smokey 2, Bandit 2, that trunk opens on that. Hood opens on it. Doors open on it. But this one looks 100 times better. Trunk does not open. Has T-roofs, but they don't come out. It's like we're in a totally different field because this is so different than what we're used to. Interior looks decent, actually, guys. And would be a show if the DeLorean didn't crash, guys? It looks like they used a tampo for the gauges, but it works. It works well. Shows up well. But yeah, I just bumped our DeLorean and crashed it. So overall, guys, the 1 of 24 scale Greenlight Collectibles movie cars, what do I think of them? I think they're great, but I think that they're entry-level cars, and I definitely do not think that you should be paying $300 for one, $200 for one. They're not those cars. We're not talking an Ertl Authentics, you know what I mean, or a GMP Roadrunner here. It is what it is. I think if you like them, collect them, but I think that they're more entry level. Like I said, if I had a son that was getting into collecting, I think these are perfect. They take up less space, they're less expensive, and I don't got to worry about him like anything going wrong with a super expensive car, right? Okay. So overall, I'm a fan, just not to collect them for myself. Getting back to this topic with the paint rash, there's a couple of the older Ertls. Somebody was asking me about it. It was, what was it? I believe it was a Bandit. Somebody was asking me in my inbox, they bought a Bandit and it had paint rash and they bought the car sealed. They were pretty upset. But I let them know not to be upset, because if you didn't have paint rash, I'd suspect it was a repaint or something, because there's a few of these older movie cars, as much as I love Ertl, that I think they're all just prone to paint rash. It's like the 2-lane blacktop car being prone to breaking apart. I don't know if it's the type of paint, the color of the paint they're using. I don't know if the angles they're doing it on. This one has horrible paint rash. Like put it this way: if I put it down like this, guys, start taking my pictures on the look-see set, you don't see it. Paint rash is something you see if you look really close. But if you pick this up and start going like this in the light, you could see paint rash. This is probably the worst paint rash I have on any of my cars. Like it's bad. And we are going to do the repair video, guys. I've just had a bunch of crap, one thing at a time. But yeah, you could probably even see it. I'm trying to get the light to shine on it properly. But like I said, it doesn't affect the pictures or anything. Mint otherwise. I bought it off a guy I knew. He didn't mention paint rash, but I don't believe that he knew. And it's the type of guy that he more collects smaller scale and kind of dabbles in this. Like, I think he got a good deal on a lot of cars, maybe something like that. And that's how he ended up selling me it. Just checking comments, guys. And you were right, Danny. Only the doors open. Yeah, and the Ertl is the best, in my opinion. Yeah, distribution was screwy. Like I said, we kept getting 18 bands, but the one on Upper James was getting different ones. It was weird. Like I don't want to chase. Yeah, that's my exact reason too, Danny, is the look of it. And that's all I used to collect. And your Starsky has paint rash too. See, I think they all do. I've never heard of an Ertl Smokey and the Bandit. As much as I love it, I've never heard of them not having at least a paint rash. I think they all have it, unfortunately. All right, guys, I'm going to try one of these guys while we're sitting here. That's part of why I brought them on here, was to try them. Andy Cap's cheddar fries. They have fire tots, hot fries, and fire fries. That's an odd smell, guys. You know what that smells like, actually? It smells like a sock, believe it or not. A sweaty one. I'm going to eat it. That don't taste like a... Wow. That doesn't taste like it smells. Wow. Not too often I eat chips anymore without... like I eat tortillas with the queso, whatever it is. I would eat more of those. Those are good. I wasn't expecting that, guys, because they straight up smell like a sweaty gym sock or shoe. I did not expect it to taste. Just gonna get caught up on some of the comments here. Oh yeah, best junk food, and I'm a junk food guy. Older green light chunks open. That is interesting, and I've never done a Kill Bill Trans Am, Danny. I did the truck, and it was by Artisan, and I fell in love with the truck. Yeah, maybe it's the white on them, eh, Danny? Hi, Neil, Retro Community. Sorry for being late. You're never late, Luigi. You guys are never late. Um, Unfortunately, though, I have company upstairs from out of town, so I'm gonna cut it off a little bit earlier tonight at about 10:45, which is in about 8 or 9 more minutes. Because I don't want to be rude. And that's not you guys' fault, and that's not his fault. Whose fault it is, it's my, well, if it's anybody's fault, it would have to be my fault. But I got up early today. I got my needle yesterday, so I'm feeling good. I'm limber, I'm loose. I feel like the Tin Man got his oil right in his joints. I felt good. So I got up early to go to the washroom and stayed up, started puttering around doing stuff. And then in the afternoon, late afternoon, I said, I better have a nap because I have to live tonight. I was up at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to be a zombie, right? Problem with me when I feel good is I don't want to sleep and don't want to nap. So I stayed up until 5 or 6 o'clock or something and said, oh, I'll go have a short nap. I think it was 5 o'clock. I went to set my alarm to get up. And next thing you know, I had to go to the washroom. I got up and I went upstairs and it's dark out. And I'm like, oh crap. And I looked at my phone, 7 o'clock. I'm like, I was way late. So I slept in. I did that one other time. The only time I ever did it for work, guys, it was when I was sick and had all the mental fog and stuff. And I had no energy. All I was doing was working and sleeping, basically. I sat on the edge of my bed, went to set my alarm. Next thing you know, I'm waking up and it's daylight out and I'm supposed to be starting at 4 a.m. And I was, oh shit, did I ever panic? I was like 3 hours late. Luckily, they understood because they knew I was going through some stuff at the time. And in 6 years, that's never happened. Like they knew that something was up. You know what I mean? Thankfully. But yeah, they had me dead to rights for that if they wanted to. That wasn't a good feeling. Um, So did anybody, before I let you guys go, did anybody in the comments, I don't think anybody did, because I don't think a lot of us knew, but did anybody in the comments order that Jada Fast and Furious, Jada Back to the Future DeLorean, the chrome one? I don't think anybody did. 17 of us in here. Hello, all 17 of us. Everybody click like for me, please, if you haven't done it yet. Let's see some likes firing up on that screen there. We do got 11 likes, which is awesome. Trying to think of my okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing any of you guys in the comments here. Okay, so just to recap, guys, before I say goodnight, we did miss a pre-order that was brought to us by Dale K, viewer and friend. It was at 1 of 24 scale chrome DeLorean by Jada Toys. It's basically this guy here that I made the retro fly hovering DeLorean out of, but it's in chrome. It's exactly the same actually, but it's in chrome, and there's 1,985 of them made. So if you're buying it, you'd be buying it for that cool chrome look and for the limited number because it is not screen accurate. Would I have bought one for the $50, whatever it was they were asking? Yes. I just wouldn't pay hundreds for it because it's not in that category. Our Ramen Racer General Lee is set to land at the quote unquote destination port on Tuesday, guys, in 3 days. We're not going to have it in 3 days, but it's going to be in Canada in 3 days. And I have a feeling it might land in the port in Toronto. And if it does, it ain't going to take long. So this week, we could be unboxing the ramen. We got 2 cars to unbox. I'm going to unbox one of 18 scales. I'm going to unbox one probably tomorrow, so you'll have a video. And that's about it, guys. Before I let you go, there was a car show today. I was going to go, but the price stopped me dead in my tracks. We're going to be going to Mopar Fest. I'm 99% sure. Mopar Fest, if you don't know what it is, if you Google it, you'll be blown away. It's in New Hamburg. It's so big, guys, that you have to go to this little arena thing and get on a school bus, and they bus you into the property. That's how much traffic hits this small town. We're going to be going to that, and the price is not bad. I was going to go to this one today because Nate told me that Hector from Fast and Furious would be there, and some Fast and Furious cars. I was going to go. But I said, oh, hey, man, how much is it? Because I was thinking about going. I'm thinking $20 tops. You know what I mean? And he got back to me. I believe he said the price was like $43 or something like that. I was like, ooh, count me out. Like, if that included like Hector's autograph, like if it was like a package deal, like get in the gate and meet Hector for $45, I would. Now, I will say, Hector only charged... I don't know his real name. Hector, the guy from Fast and Furious. He only charged Nate $30 for an autograph, which I thought was very good because Bo and Luke Duke, before the autograph prices started going nuts, I paid $30 for a combo, it was called, at Hamilton Comic Con. For $30, I got a table photo where I was standing at the table with him. And I got an autograph. He autographed an item for me for $30. So to get an autograph all these years later for only $30, I thought that was an awesome deal, and I thought that Nate did not get soaked at all for the autograph. For $30, I'd have done it. And I told him the ultimate dream, you know what I would love to do, guys? You know, I want it already. The black Honda Civic from Fast and Furious, 1 of 18 scale. Silver Sharpie on the hood, signed by Hector. You got a heavyweight, and it's signed in silver Sharpie by Hector. Wow. That would be my goal, anyway, if I was going to do that. But yeah, that's in a nutshell. That's what stopped me, was the gate prep. But it did look awesome. They provided some bang for that buck because Nate sent me pictures of some of the cars, and I'm going to show you guys. And again, we're going to be, I'm 99% sure we're going to Mopar Fest, which is mid-August. It's in New Hamburg, Ontario. If you Google it, guys, it's humongous. Wait till you see the stuff there. I met Tom Sarmento there. He was the head mechanic on Dukes of Hazzard that fixed all the General Lee cars. I bought a t-shirt off of him. In fact, our General Lee t-shirt that I only wear to Comic Con and to events like that came from Tom Sorrento. So we'll have a ball there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming. The Chrome DeLorean wasn't aware of it coming. I wasn't aware of it coming either, buddy. And that's why we're such an awesome community. I posted that earlier. We're an awesome community. We're a retro nation because we try to help each other. Like, I didn't know about that, and Dale was trying to let me know about it so I could let you guys know about it. You know what I mean? Like, we all work together, and that's why this is really an awesome community. And that's how it needs to be, where we're helping each other out like this. So thank you all for coming, because just you guys coming to chat with me. We were up to 17 for a while. We're down to 13 with 10, or no, we're down to 10 people with 13 likes, 8 people now with 13 likes. So we got people bailing because they know that I'm going to bail in a minute. So thank you guys for coming. Hope I got all your, I hope I didn't miss any comments. This is a Q&A session, guys. Anybody that's ever curious about them, just pop in. We're a friendly bunch. Ask away. Thanks for coming to the live stream, guys. Click like for me if you haven't already. And for God's sakes, subscribe. Retro Collectibles. That channel. Damn it.